back. They didn't have the Rockstar. All they had were zero sugar NOS, which has got 3 grams of carbs in it, which I'm fine with. But unfortunately, it tastes like crap. Like real, like crap. And it's just kind of gross. And I don't know why this guy decided he was gonna sit in the inside lane like that. That's great. Sheep, bad sheep. You see someone trying to pull out, and you stay in that one lane when the other lane's wide open. There's no one there. You could easily move over, but these people choose not to. So, oh, thanks, appreciate it. This light changes, I'm going to turn. So now I'm taking Bronkowski, and I'm going to come to a stop, and then I'll go down here to Sleepy Hollow Road, which turns into McLean Boulevard. And I'll take that to Randall Road. Everyone that's got fog lights has got their fog lights on while they're driving at night for some stupid reason. This guy's got his brights on like a moron. Isn't that lovely? Just in case I want to read a book, you know. With their fog lights on, you know, God forbid we end up getting fog, but then they have to turn them on, and then they don't have them anymore because they're burnt out. Why? Because they have them on at night while there's no fog. Seems redundant and stupidity to me. What do I know? Oh hell, I'm just a CDL holder, you know. I'm supposed to be a professional driver. Why is this guy doing 10 miles an hour? I don't think they know where they're going. Well, this is McLean Boulevard. And take this down to Big Timber Road, and then I'll turn right on the Big Timber Road and take that to Randall. Then I'll take Randall all the way out to St. Charles, which is where my nephew is, working at Wendy's. Well, like the fact I'm doing 40 miles an hour and this guy is like right on my butt of my car. It's only 30 through here. So I'm going to go ahead and slow down and maybe he'll just move. Oh no, he's turning. He turned back there. What a jerk. Now this guy is pulling up right onto my butt. Once again, it's 30 through here. Doing 35. He moved over. He's going to McDonald's. Oncoming traffic has longer light. Let's see another turn on red. So now I'm gonna go. That guy turned. There's Popeyes over here. I didn't know that. I was a little bit disappointed. A little bit disappointed that my Casey's didn't have any rain left, like they didn't restock anything. There was no zero sugared Rockstar energy drinks, which are my go-to if there's no rain, which rain has zero sugar in it as well. And I'm doing keto diet right now, so I'm not taking any sugar in except from fruits and vegetables and that. And the only fruits I've had so far have been raspberries and like 3 or 4 strawberries I had the other day. That's about the only sugars I've had. Been drinking water for about a good month now. Lost almost 10 pounds, which is good for me. But they had no rain except the jalapeno flavored rain. It's like, oh, I'm not drinking that. That's gross. But then again, I might try it one day, and you know what? It might be the best thing I've ever had. It's got to be better than this NOS I'm drinking, which has 0 sugar in it, and tastes like I'm rolling pennies around in my mouth. So yeah, maybe I should just try those instead. Now we're on Randall Road. Well, we're about to turn on Randall Road. This 0 sugar NOS is called NOS Turbo High Performance Fuel. It's got 220 milligrams of salt in it, which isn't bad. 3 grams of carbs, no sugar, no added sugar, no protein. It almost tastes like a plastic. Oh, my nephew gets off at 9 o'clock, but he can't punch out until 8:55 if they're not busy. If they're busy, he won't get out of there until 9:05, maybe 9:10. And I'll be sitting there, waiting for him. But that's okay. I'm making sacrifices so that he can get done with what he needs to get done. At the moment, I'm not even working. And that's just so I can help him out. That was sitting behind me at that light was not paying attention. The light turned green. I turned, probably a good 20 or 40 feet down the road on the Randall here, and they finally turned out. It's like, what are you doing? Put your phone down and drive. Get you a little cheapo mount like I got, and you ain't have to worry about it. Like I said before, I apologize for the shaking. There's really nothing I can do about it. I don't have money to go out and buy a decent mount to put on my dashboard to mount it permanently. Just a suction cup mount on the windshield. That's all I got right now. Person I was talking about, the light where I turned on the Randall here, is now pulling up right behind me when there's nobody else around. So that's nice. So yeah, let's just sit right behind the other car instead of just pulling into the next lane. That's smart. I was going to get over here if the light was still red, but it wasn't. So I knew it was going to change at some point. Before I got to it, it was going to change. It was red for too long. You know, what was coming up on it was going to change, so... A person that had no lights on whatsoever gonna turn out on the Randall Road here from the stores, and they literally had no lights on. Gray car, no lights. Yeah, that's safe. That's cool. Understand what's going on in these people's heads. Like, how do you drive with no lights on? No lights on at all. Like, oh, I can't even see my dashboard. They don't light up, so I'm not gonna worry about my lights because it's fine. I don't need lights to see in the dark. This person decided they're going to turn left. Okay. Let me get back in the right lane now. So there's a third lane opening up. For a little while anyways. little sugar nos I got, I'm starting to get used to it as I'm drinking it. It's starting to taste sweeter. So I assume that my mouth, my taste buds are starting to get used to it. Oh look, it's Miata. That white car that's in the left lane in front of this Mustang is a Mazda Miata. It's a nice little car. Convertible too. Brake lights. Must be a red light coming up here now. Yeah, that would be an ambulance. That's probably why. And now it's green. Yeah. Now the Miata's in front of me. It's 45 through here. Anyhow, I went to this company to go get my CDL back in June called Driver Solutions. Decent place. Put me up in an extended stay hotel, so I was able to bring pots and pans with me and cook food and that while I was there at the school, you know, to get my CDL. And the third day I was there, I was contacted by a recruiter for placement at, you know, company placement and what have you, and they asked me if I wanted to switch from PAM transportation to Swift transportation. I said yes, I would, because PAM only pays 30 cents a mile when you start. That's not that much at all. And Swift, I was able to go and do flatbed, and I would start at 40 cents a mile. You know, but as I was training, I would get, I think it was 35 to 38 cents a mile for training. So I was like, yeah, that's fine, I'll switch to Swift, yeah. Switched to Swift. Went and did my tests, and I took my CDL test, passed it the first time. That was in July. Is when I went and did that. I finally actually passed because I tested. And then from there, I went home for a week, and then I went to Swift orientation. And I went there for the first day, and I was told to come back the next day at about 8 o'clock. And I got there the next day at 8 o'clock, and I was sitting there, and the one guy that is in charge of the flatbed division for Gary, Indiana, he told me just, you know, sit tight and hang around, and I'm waiting on one more person. and then we'll get started here, as soon as they show up. 9:30 rolled around, after I was already there by 8 o'clock. The gentleman that is in charge of basically all the students for orientation for Gary, Indiana, he comes over and he sits down by me. He said, "Yeah, I'm really sorry, man. I heard about the news. Bad news for you." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Oh, they didn't tell you?" I said, "No, no one told me anything. I've been sitting here for an hour and a half. No one said anything to me yet." He's like, "Oh, well, Swift denied your physical." And the thing about that was, I had a physical done at a CVS before I left for Driver Solutions and got my CDL permit. And it was good for 1 whole year. And when I got to Swift, they said that it wasn't approved by Swift for the DOT physical, the place I went through. So I had to go through their place and get a physical done. It cost me $130 to get their physical done. And that was money I really didn't have to spend. But I spent the money. It's like, you know what, it's fine. I'll get on a trainer's truck and within a week and a half I'll have some money. And so then after all said and done, I spent my $150 on a physical through them that was approved by them to get. He tells me my blood pressure is a little too high, so I need you to go on medication to get it lowered, and I'm requiring you to go get a sleep apnea done because you're overweight. I said, but I already had a sleep apnea test done 5 years ago and was not diagnosed with sleep apnea. He's like, well, I want you to get another one done. I was like, oh, okay, so now they're forcing it on us, whether we want it to be or not. This Jeep almost sideswiped into me. So after all said and done now, I've been sitting at home for the last, month now. And I'm just going to let my DOT physical that doctor gave me through their service expire in October. And then I'm just going to get another one renewed from my doctor, who said that she'll just go ahead and pass me through because we're already dealing with my blood pressure. I'm on medication now, so she's approved me for that. And I don't need to take a sleep apnea test again because she's already my doctor, and she's the one that told me I don't have sleep apnea. So in October, I'm going to get another physical done, and then I'm going to leave my home and go drive for Swift and do flatbed. So I can make lots of money and not have to worry about money again. Well, at least not for a long time. But I plan on going with Swift for probably a year, do my time so that they pay for my schooling that I had done through Driver Solutions, which is an outrageous amount. They want $7,000 from you. All said and done, $7,000. Oh, what? Oh yeah, the schooling is only like $3,000. So where'd the rest of it come from? No idea. Just some made up, make-believe BS. This jerk has got his brights on, and that's really irritating. The Subaru that just pulled up on the left has got his brights on. Or they're just really, really bright headlights. I beg to differ, and I think he's got his brights on. You can clearly see them shining off the back of that Jeep very brightly. A little irritating, but hey, it's whatever. At least he's not behind me, so I don't care. But I'm going to go do my 1 year at Swift. Do the flatbed thing, and then I'll probably leave there once everything's paid off and I don't owe them any more money. I'm gonna leave Swift and go drive for somebody else, and hopefully, make some more money. I just passed 64. Everybody's in the left lane right now. This is irritating. I still got some time. I still got about 3 or 4 miles to go before I have to get over. So, that's good. At least I think so. That light was yellow when I went through it. This guy seems like he's slowed down. So this is 38. I'm coming up on. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I'm pretty much already here. Where I have to go to pick up my nephew. Yep. The Myers is to the right, and the Wendy's is to the left. So right here at this light, I gotta make a left turn. And now it's only 8:30. I'm half an hour early where I need to be. I am quite early. And I did not need to be. Go figure. Person's a moron. They're sitting there for a good, probably 2 minutes, waiting, apparently for the light. I'm trying to make the left turn. Our light turns green, and then they decide they're gonna go. They're gonna go now. Okay, well, I've made it to my destination, and now I'm here to pick up my nephew. I will see y'all in the next video. If you like this stuff, comment down below. If you do, you want to see some more, let me know. I will continue filming it. If you want to know anything else about me, go ahead and put a comment down below in the comment section, and I will read it, and I will make a video about what you want me to talk about while I'm driving, or maybe I'll do the front-facing camera on my phone instead and do it that way. It's up to you, but I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.